Not really different. It looks like it has a lot more enchantments, though. Or a lot more enchanted versions. Interesting. And then here's Shadow Cutter. Very nice, very nice. I like it. It's a cool little short sword. Looks very nice. It looks like a definitely something like a little like thief would definitely hold. Yeah. Cool. And then the Shadow Dagger. Oh, it's just a glass dagger, really? Okay. I can't win them all, I guess. Oh, there's only... What? Okay, that's weird. And the Shadow Warhammer, which I made fun of because it kind of looks like a pickaxe. This looks like a netherite pickaxe from Minecraft. Like, literally, it kind of does. Looks close to it. And I know this mod came out before, like, Minecraft even had, like, 1.16, but still, like, it definitely looks like it. And here's all the different enchantments. I know a lot of them, like, are sorted by level, but in the inventory, they're not really sorted by the level difference. So you could probably tell based upon, like the value, and not only that, like, the effects. So, like, Frost 5 points is definitely, like, the lowest. And then, like, Winter is the highest. Yeah, then you got Freezing, then you got, like, Blizzard, and then you got Winter. Mace. Yeah, it's a basic. It's just too basic. In a way. Yeah. There's a stick with a ball on it. It's not really cool. And Shadow Reach, which is the little thing that I kind of liked. Yeah. Should we just switch it? Why does that one not have an icon? That's weird. Like, this one has a lighter icon, which is cool. Then you have this one, which has a darker sort of thing, and then this one doesn't even have an icon. That's weird. Maybe that one was, like, removed or something like that. Then the Shadow Staff. That looks kind of cool. Oh, there's two different versions. So there's, like, a smaller little crystal, and then there's a bigger crystal. That's cool. Alright. Is that the smaller crystal? Yeah, that's the smaller crystal. Yeah, and then Xilestar is supposed to have, like, a sword and a bow variant. I do not know how to get the bow variant. I've only ever gotten the weapon, like, the sword variant. But that looks very cool. And what abilities does it give you? Fortify Magicka. Fortify Health. Fortify Endurance. Speed. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then I think both of them are identical. I think the only difference is probably, like, the level of the... everything being increased, probably. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just, like, the level of the enchantment, like, how strong it is. And here's also the sword. Which is kind of weird, because I thought it was a one... Okay, maybe it's just random, depending on, like, what you get a hold of. I'm trying to think if it's, like, how Shadow Rend works. Oh my god, I got an invisible sword. Finally. I guess it wasn't meant to be a two-hander. Alright. Let's try Xilestar, the axe, then. That looks pretty cool. So I'm wondering if it's like Shadow Rend, like, depending on, like, which one is stronger, that's the one that you get a hold of. Then you also have the Shadow Sword normally, which kind of just looks like a dagger anyway, so it's kind of weird that they call it this a sword, when the Shadow Dagger could have literally have just been this. Then we also have Sunder, which we've already seen before. So here's Sunder again. Little mace. Looks pretty cool. Then we have the Sword of the King, which kind of looks very transparent. But it does work. Very nice. Okay. Then we also have the different white weapons that we were able to get from the Guardians. So we have the white axe, with the white bow, and of course the white sword, which is just the Sword of the King, but just a little bit different. So it's not really much in terms of difference. And that is pretty much it for the most part. So now, let us go and reload to an older save right before we deal with the dragon, of course. Wherever that is. Hopefully I have one that's literally there. Somewhere in here. Okay, I have one here. Perfect. Alright. Which one's this one? Okay, this is a cat one. Okay. Okay. Yep. Looking for dragon statue. I was sent by the collector. Give me the statue. I am the Dark King, after all, Diliximir. Alright.
Yes?
Do you say anything about that? No? Alright. I have a feeling he's going to be angry at us. And after this, I gotta go write the paper, of course. And then I gotta go and figure out how much gold we earn from the Dublin part, because that's how much we're going. That's how we're going to calculate it. It's from Dublin, not by this or by Wintermoon, but by Dublin. And then I will decide on which save I want to keep and which save I do not want to keep. Hello.
You have returned. Did my friend give you the statue?
I had to kill him.
Oh, now that is a shame. You answered incorrectly on those riddle games he liked so much. I do not blame you. Even the lowliest of creatures must protect itself when threatened. It is the way of nature.
Sorry, I hit the microphone.
You have your statue, but remember our bargain. Also remember that the death of a dragon reverberates through worlds besides this one. Go now, Dragon Slayer.
Huh, I wonder if this actually changes anything too. Huh. So I'm definitely going to play this, and then I'm going to figure out if that actually changes anything, because that's kind of weird. I've never actually gotten the riddles wrong, so that's kind of that's going to actually be very interesting to try and play it on my own. But yeah, I'm done with Heart of the Dead right now. I just want to go and finish it off, and then... Yeah, so if you want to know what happens if you kill the dragon at the end, I will definitely put it'll be definitely a pinned comment on this video in particular. And yeah, so I will see you guys when we do the numbers. Alright, so we are back for some more of this. Okay, so I went through the entire thing, like all of this. I went through Dublin. I'm pretty sure I still probably have him as a summon here. Yep. Alright, so here is all of the items that I have been able to collect with this character. So all the arrows, all the battle axes, all the bows, fully repaired to 125 because that is what my character is at. So that's how much it is. And all of this stuff right here. So all these weapons. My timer didn't go on. Or my stopwatch didn't go on. So here's all that. Oh, some of them didn't work. Okay, well that's fine. I don't think it's really gonna matter too much. So that's all that. These are all the armors and necklaces for the most part. I think the only one that I didn't put in is Cat's Amulet because that's a unique item. And there was a chest piece, I believe. Not 100% sure where that is. I think it's up here. Yeah, that has a value of 0, so I kept that set aside for now. But for the most part, yeah, everything down here was sent in if I could drop it in there. One of the hardest things to repair were these shadow shields for some reason. Apparently, they have like they have sort of like a very high like health thing, so that was very fun to do. Mostly all of these potions and poisons I already sold, I believe. All of the vampire dust. Nope, this one was before that. So while I was waiting for all these to sell, pretty much all these except for the spell tome of other. I think there was also the mystical relic as well that I didn't sell, but everything else in here is was pretty much sold. Everything else was either like it's already my stuff, so why would I sell it kind of deal, and like these keys I can't even throw them anywhere. So I've already done all that. I've already done the math that we actually got from all of this, so let's go towards that save right now. Unfortunately, this was also after what is it called, like after the like the Vampire Dust 2. So when I finished the Vampire Dust, let's see here. So when I finished the Vampire Dust, I had about 13,796 gold. So I think we had roughly about, I think it was like 24 Vampire Dust. Yeah, it was like 24 Vampire Dust. So with that, I was able to get about 6,000 gold through that. That's actually not too bad, just based on the Vampire Dust alone. By selling all of those items, as you can see, like these are kind of like the remnants of it, like that were left after the whole shenanigans, and I stored the book back where it belongs. And I think I also accidentally put what was it, the paralyzed test weapon accidentally, but I moved that back to where it was supposed to go. We got 340,532 gold out of that. That is insane for just like, what was it, like about a 4-hour adventure pretty much, and that's with like me grabbing everything. Actually, was that 4 hours? I think about 5 hours. And that's without skipping the dialogue either. Like, if you skipped all of the dialogue, that's like completely quick. So here's what we have. I haven't... Oh no, my mouse did the thing. Okay, there we go. I have not figured out what item I want to put as the sort of reward yet. I have a few things that I want to kind of see. Test around the waters kind of thing. But I have done the list, so it is under here. So I literally grabbed the titles specifically from, what is it? I grabbed it from the Oblivion Nexus page, which is kind of weird because I thought it was just called Heart of the Dead. Same thing with like Dungeons of Ivallon. Like I think it's just called Ivallon or Dungeons of Ivallon. It's not even, there's no the there. So here's what it is. So here's what I put for it. So the level requirement, it says 15 plus. I mean, technically it says 15th level, but you can do it at lower levels. It highly suggests though that like make sure that you know what you're doing, or make sure that you're really kitted out kind of deal. So there you go. Initial gold requirement, 200 because of the Song of the Three. You need 200 gold for that. I don't think there was any other things that I needed that you need gold for specifically. If I did forget something, please mention in the comments, of course, because I, of course, do not remember. That's the only thing that I remembered off the top of my head and from what I remember from previous times as well. Modifiable gold requirement. There was nothing that can change in value. This was based off of a dialogue choice. So I don't think there was a way you could decrease it or increase it kind of thing. So, gold reward. Did you get gold reward out of it? I think there was a chest at the end where you get the White King's armor from. I'm not counting that because, well, I think it's just leveled gold. So it's not really like more of a reward. Like if it was like Winter Moon or like somebody went to you and said, oh, for your great deeds today, here's 5,000 gold, then yes, I would count that as gold reward, but this, no. So other rewards that we get the Collector's House, which is not really that great, but I'm not going to go on too much of that. 1 of 3 followers, technically, you can either get Cat, Dublin, or Winter Moon, depending on how you progress through the thing. So there's that. The White King's armor, of course, is supposed to be the big selling point, I guess you could say. And all miscellaneous treasures and stuff like that. I don't really want to say that as a reward because those you can easily just pick up and miss kind of thing, or you can easily just sell them because like they're not very mentionable kind of thing. But the selling item total gold accumulated, so all the items that we sold, I said it was over 300,000. Of course, if you're lower level, you're gonna get about maybe 100,000, 50k. Even if it's like 50k for a level 1, that's still a lot of gold to amass just specifically from like one like area that you can easily just knock off a few hours and just get it done. So yeah, so like between all of like Heart of the Dead and all that stuff, and finding out like the issues that we had in the first 2 sessions, I found out while recording the Dublin part that it also had audio issues. In light of that, what I'm going to do is sometime next year, sometime in 2023, probably after Oblivion modded playthrough is finished, so when it runs its course and it's just me doing mod playthroughs and stuff like that of Oblivion mods, I will go back and do the beginning part and the Dublin part, so though you get to hear all the dialogue choices in all of their full glory. I just don't want to do them right now because I'm trying to finish off like Oblivion modded playthrough, and of course if I need to do Oblivion mod playthrough, that series gets on pause and I want to get it unpaused so that I can go and finish that off. So yes, so out of everything that like the reward that I'm thinking of is that when you have to give the what's it called, the white pieces to the wall, I was thinking of putting that maybe like somewhere over here kind of thing, and have that as sort of like a painting kind of thing. So like it's coming out of the wall here, but like it's like somebody like sort of like chiseled it out of the wall. I think that would look kind of cool, or even just putting it in this wall too as well. It was either that or having like sort of like a counter piece to like this item right here, the Dark King's Heart, have like sort of like a white king's heart kind of thing. But I thought that would be kind of weird because we were literally in a mod for that, for the Heart of the Dead kind of thing. The other thing I was thinking of was maybe like some like of the like one of the relics kind of thing. I was thinking of either Sunder, Keening, or Wraithguard, or a combination of them, but I was like, that's more Morrowind than anything. So I was like, okay, what else? We could do like the White Shield or the Sun Shield or something like that, but I'm like, there might be a different mod that uses those items in particular. So I was like, I might save them for later. But I think the White King's Armor, like, a door thing, I think that would look perfect here, because I think that would look really cool. Plus, like, these walls don't look very bare. They look like they have something of value. It might not be something like this statue kind of thing, but it'll be like something you can look at and go, wow, that adventure was really good, and then go, all right, now back to like this, so that when you look in here, you have like something on the opposite wall other than a bench and something from the Lost Spires that I put before I even did it. So I think that would look kind of cool. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for another Oblivion mod playthrough.